Morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. This is Kevin Moon from God's Country. It's time for your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's weather. Now, here's my friend, Dr. Don.
Howdy-ho, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Thursday. We survived the storms yesterday, and just as we expected, most of the severe stuff stayed south of I-85. Bad for them, but good for us. That cold air that we had in place yesterday, the cold air damming that was coming back in from Georgia, actually saved us across East Alabama and West Georgia. Hey, it's time now for your primetime forecast. We'll let you know where we go from here as we head toward Christmas and lots of cold weather on the way. But before we get into the weather forecast, let me remind you to scan the QR code you see on the screen so you can find out how much money Alpha and Jamie Dukas can save you today by getting that cost-free, no-obligation insurance quote from Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Also, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel and click that subscribe button. It's free. And the little bell so that when we go live to cover severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get a notification. So the severe threat will ease on off to the east and southeast today. You're going to be down there in southeast Georgia, places like Savannah. Places like Savannah, Brunswick, down there around Jacksonville, even on down into central Florida. Then you might have to deal with a severe thunderstorm or two. The overall severe threat's not going to be as significant today as it was yesterday. And then as we head toward Friday, just some scattered thunderstorms across extreme southern Florida. And then for Saturday, pretty much the same thing. Hey, if you're going to be hanging out on the beaches of South Florida, down there, you might run across a shower or two. But for the most part, yeah, the entire country is going to be dry and cold on Saturday. Current conditions at the East Alabama Bee Company, we have 50 degrees. The high is yesterday was 54. We currently have partly cloudy skies as we are quickly drying out after all of that rain we had yesterday and last night. Winds out of the west-southwest at 3, gusting to 4. Humidity is 89%. The barometric pressure at 29.83. And at the East Alabama Bee Company, we officially picked up 2.15 inches of rain. Some of you got a little more than that. If you got caught under one of those heavy rain showers and heavy downpours, then you may have gotten up to 3 inches of rain. So lots of rain in yesterday's storm, and that's okay. We needed it. But now it's time to dry out for sure. Sunrise this morning is 6:35. Sunsets this evening at 4:37. Don't forget to stop by ML Aubrey's in downtown Roanoke. Also, stop by Randolph Farmers Co-op in Wedowee to pick up your local East Alabama Bee Company honey. Would make a fantastic Christmas gift. Get you some today. Good stuff. We're headed for 56 this afternoon in Roanoke, Ashland 54, as well as Lineville. Wedowee and Woodland go to 55, 54 up in Ranburne. Franklin will top out at 55, Pine Mountain 58, and Auburn tops out this afternoon at 58 degrees under plentiful sunshine and much more seasonal type temperatures. I mean, this is going to be normal December weather as we head into your weekend. Here's the 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. For your Thursday, today mostly sunny, 56, down to 34 tonight. Friday will be sunny, 53. And as we get into the weekend, we're going to have some reinforcing cold air come in on Saturday, though it'll be dry. 47 the high on Saturday. And look what happens Saturday night. 25 will be your overnight low. Same thing for Sunday. And as we start Christmas week, Monday, 49 for your high, 32 your overnight low. Tuesday, partly sunny skies with a high of 50, overnight low of around 30. So I know everybody's waiting to see what I'm going to tell you about Christmas weekend. And I'll tell you that we do have a shot of very cold Arctic air that's going to be coming in probably on Friday night into Saturday of next weekend. Now, I'll tell you that this morning, the computer models are not quite as cold for Alabama and Georgia as they have been for the last several days, though it is still going to be very cold. There was a time, let's see, what's today? Thursday, I think maybe Tuesday of this week, some of the long-range models were suggesting we were going to get down into the mid-single digits for overnight lows. It was like Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night of Christmas weekend. Well, they've kind of backed off that idea just a little bit, but we're still going to certainly be into the 20s, maybe the upper teens in some of the colder spots across East Alabama and West Georgia. As far as precipitation is concerned, it's still too early. For the moment, there is nothing on the board that suggests that we may be looking at a white Christmas for East Alabama and West Georgia. I know that some folks are saying that, and they're posting stuff on social media, but you got to understand, from now until March, because folks understand this, there are literally dozens of models out there. These are computer-generated models. These are not weather forecasts. And there are literally dozens of them out there. And from now until March, if you go out there and look far enough in advance and look through all the models, at some point you're going to find one that suggests that there's going to be snow in the long-range forecast for Roanoke, Alabama. That's just the way the models work. The more trusted models right now are not really giving us much of a chance of a white Christmas. Now, can that change? Because we're still a week away. Absolutely it can. As we get closer to a particular date in time, then the models start using current local data along with forecast data, and then that's when the forecast starts really getting good. Yeah, I mean, if by Monday, Christmas Day's forecast is showing no precipitation, or it is showing precipitation, I think you can start paying attention to it, but not until then. But we can tell you it is going to be very cold as we head into Christmas weekend. Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar this morning showing what's left of our storm system moving through Georgia. We did have a tornado warning down there around Tifton along I-75, but that has since been canceled. Tornado watch does continue, though, from just south of Macon all the way down to Tallahassee. So the I-75 corridor down there is covered by that tornado watch. But other than that, no severe weather taking place across the southeastern United States at this hour. Just a lot of rain from Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way to Tallahassee, Florida, and that is moving on off to the east at this hour. We have cleared out nicely across East Alabama and West Georgia, and we will remain that way for the foreseeable future. Don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. If you go to our website, upper right-hand corner, you'll see a donate button. That's the best way to support us here on Dr. Don's Weather. If you're on Facebook, we'd love to get those Facebook stars. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning. Have a fantastic Thursday. Bye now.